because I'm trying to see if this YouTube thing.
Cool. And also, if we provide already closed captioning, we don't need any sign interpretation language anymore, unless they
Well,
have.
we are providing closed caption, but if one person needs sign language, then does it mean that we can arrange for them to have their sign language interpreter present with them? That's what I'm asking. Closed caption. But if one person needs sign language, then does it mean that we can arrange for them to have their sign language interpreter present with them? That's what I'm asking. Closed caption. But if one person needs sign language, then does it mean that we can arrange for them to have their sign language interpreter present with them? That's what I'm asking.
Okay, open.
Closed caption. But if one person needs sign language, then does it mean that we can arrange for them to have? One second.
No, can you share your screen? We can see it from here, right?
Yeah, but it's just like a mirror situation.
No, that's the.
I think it's telling us what the room temperature is,
It indicates the room.
not what it's their sign language interpreter.
It's better that we.
Yeah. Let me send you the link to see what the YouTube looks like.
So up to today is 48.
Can I check on my phone? Because I need another person.
No, more because
Check it on the phone. I want to look at what it's like if you're joining via your old phone.
Can you do that?
yes. Okay, so one person needs sign language. Okay, I think then does it mean that we can arrange for that? And then another one of us just jump in our screen.
We can see it over there. Right?
Yeah, but it's just like a mirror situation.
Adjusted it higher. Oh, he's going back to 33.
No, that's the.
I think it's
A little bit delayed.
telling us what the room temperature is,
It indicates the room.
not what it's their sign language interpreter.
It's fine, it's still.
So now we basically have like four sources.
I've turned off the speaker.
Oh, they have to install.
Yeah. Let me send you the link to see what the YouTube looks like.
So up to today is 48.
Can I check on my phone? Because I need another person.
No, more because
Check it on the phone. I want to look at what it's like if you're joining via.
And then after the Nitayan, let me look at our layout if we were to do it on that side. Like, are we pushing them?
Yes.
Yes.
One person needs sign language. Okay, I think then does it mean that we can arrange for that? And then another one of us just jump in our screen. Okay, I'm gonna close the, yeah, but it's just like a mirror situation.
Participation, same as backup.
Miju. Miju's back. Miju!
Yes, Maria.
Hi. Yes, this is Maria.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Is this first time to use this system? So, what shall I do? Just see the screen and.
So, Miju, we were thinking that we'll control the screen. You can just tell us if we should go to the next slide.
Yes.
Maybe that's easier for you?
Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So up until this slide, slide 7, we're asking Abia to speak. And then, sorry, a few more than that. So, and then we were thinking to ask you to speak from this one.
Yes, from 11 to 14 pages.
Yeah, What do you think? Do you want to change anything or add anything?
Yeah, more. It's okay. Uh, so I have questions. If I briefly explain about these pages, and maybe they will listen and give some question or not.
Yeah. So you can explain, and people can write in the chat box if they have any questions. And then after we finish the presentation, which is about slide 15, like this, then we'll open for questions.
Oh, I see.
So you won't have any interruptions. You can just present and then finish, and then we'll go to the questions.
Oh, yes.
Is it okay?
Yeah, let's do it. Yes.
And Miju, was there any work that you are doing with the CRPD committee that you want to mention or you want to add? On this slide, I just put the countries that are reporting, but maybe you're doing some other work that you want to talk about?
Yeah, about this session in this autumn. Actually, I not yet to read about this report, so I probably can not well explain about these countries' report for report about women with disability issue. Or maybe I cannot explain well today.
Well, maybe I was thinking you don't have to explain everything, but this is just to share with everyone that that these are the countries that are reporting. So if anybody's, I know that lots of people from India will be joining, so maybe that's useful information for the participant. That like people from India, if they're interested to report, then they will know.
Like Australia or other. Do we have? We have New Zealand.
But yeah, let's listen what they want to say to me.
Okay.
Because yeah, there is no resource or information from our committee secretary about this session. So yeah, and so explain about the CRPD general comment number 3, women with disabilities. Actually, I think it is not enough explain about general comment number 3, but I can introduce general comment number 3 to them.
Well, Miju, you can add more detail if you like, and maybe you can tell us if we should add another slide. But like I said, this is just a first draft, so you can always add more.
Yes, I see. General comment number 3 is most crucially important to our colleagues because this is the guideline to how to implement the Article 6 and related women with disability article in CRPD to country, each state party. So women with disability leaders and organization, they must know how to implement. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Miju, maybe you can email any more points and we can add to the slide. Or you can just talk. That's also okay.
Yeah, I'm so sorry because I just to come back from New York just to 4 days ago. So I'm I'm not well prepared as a document file for this meeting. So in this time, just I love to have a conversation with them.
Okay, well, we're here to support, so don't worry.
Yeah, thank you. And
Yeah.
special procedure reporting on
Disability.
yeah, but actually I don't have any experience work with special rapporteur on the rise to education or enjoyment blah 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 or the just I have experience with work with special rapporteur on the rise of person with disability, but Miss Catalina de Bandas, she is one procedure, so that is also very long and need more time to explain about this. So I don't know. I can well explain or exactly explain about this procedure to participant. Just to we have one more good procedure to help us our issue to rise to the UN. Yeah, but I don't know well, not exactly know about this procedure now.
So just two things, Miju. One is that we have 2 hours. So if you want to talk and explain and give more details, that's fine. You're free to do that. And the other point is that it's not as if you have to give information about everything. You know,
see.
whatever you know well, you can share. That's fine.
Yeah, I see. Thank you. Yeah, good.
So
Yes.
like the list that I've given, that these are the different mandates that are specifically looking at people with disability rights.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We don't have to explain all of them. We can
Yeah, I see.
one that you know.
Yeah, please understand, I'm just a new elected committee member. I'm chicken now, so I will do best today, but please understand that I cannot explain everything.
I think whatever you can share and give at that point, that's fine.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That's fine, Miju. This is also something new for us to do, right? So we're all trying something new together, yeah?
Yes.
This one as well.
Yeah, and especially today, I would like to introduce also about the CEDAW and CRPD joint statement about the reproductive health and sexual rights related to international mechanism inclusive of women with disability. This,
yeah, of course. You can talk more in detail about that, or you can send the slide or just some notes, and we can add that.
Yes, yes. Good.
Anyway, Abia, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yay!
So Abia is what? The projector.
Yep.
Yeah, I was trying for last 20 minutes to connect and finally I'm here.
Yeah,
Sorry
that's why we wanted to test run today so that we don't have these problems.
Yeah. So maybe if you have the test run, especially for us, can be a little bit earlier.
Yeah, maybe let's start early day after tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, Mariam and Sanam. So now we are all four.
Actually, there's more of us here. From the APWD office, there's 4 of us here. Yeah, and Patricia, do you want to say hello? Hi, me too, Hello.
Oh, hi. Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Alright. So Sanam, are you using the sign language interpretation or the captioning? How we are working with that? Like
We're doing the captioning. Wait, I'll show you. Just 1 second.
We can close captioning. both of us at the same time. I can text with you.
Okay, so Abia, if you go to the bottom screen, you should be able to turn on the captions, I hope.
Yeah. The closed captioning.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So,
Can she try it with us like earlier as well?
You mean
The one that does the closed captioning?
yeah, that's what I'm trying with her.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yes, I can see that.
Yay! Yeah, so we will use the closed captioning. Oh, wait. Wow.
Yeah, this is the what is it?
The cap,
The automatic transcript.
the automatic
Oh,
Wow. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah,
yeah, this is good.
mostly accurate, but we
It's just a little bit doing what we want to do. Yeah. No?
I mean, it's hopefully only one thing at the time.
okay. Actually, if this works this well,
Yeah. It's really quick on your end.
Yeah, but that's good. I think that's a good experience next time.
I think let's keep the goal because we're not sure if this is going to.
I know.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to have to speak like really clearly and
Wow, even you were talking like so, like even low voice, it really comes.
it didn't catch the last bit of my last sentence.
It's like
setting. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's better to keep both because you saw we said sentence, but it said it's not
Setting.
setting.
No,
Yeah.
but initially as well.
Mm.
Get the last slide, something like that. And then
We don't want to go wrong.
Okay, well,
so can we get because it's birthday. Abia is sort of
what do you mean?
when Abia talks, will it come?
Abia, can you talk a little bit to see if the closed caption works when you talk?
Yes, I think it's not working. I tried. Can you hear me now?
It's working.
It's working.
Yeah, it's working.
Working. Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
Can
Yeah,
you
can
say
you
something?
talk? Say something. Me too.
Yes. What?
Yeah, just talk. We're just trying to check the closed captioning.
Yeah, just say anything.
Captioning.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Closed captioning. Closed captioning. Try.
Yeah.
Try.
Bottom. It's at the bottom. It's automatic.
It is turning. Yeah.
It is catching.
Yeah,
It is
but
catching.
not that. Yeah. But
Okay.
I think we really need to enunciate.
Yeah.
Speak slower.
Okay. So, Abia, we were just saying to Miju that one of us from APWD will start with this slide, and then we'll introduce what is APWD, we'll introduce what is APWWDU, then we'll all take turns to do introductions.
Okay.
Introduce
Okay.
Hi, I'm Marian.
Patricia.
Hi, I'm Patricia, working with APWLD. Nice to meet you.
Hi, everyone. This is Yaa from APWLD Secretariat as well.
I'm Sanam, and I would like to ask Abia to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Abia from APWWDU.
And then Miju, you can introduce yourself as well.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the third slide. And then fourth slide, as we discussed, we'll ask Cindy, Musa, and Wild to talk a little bit about her experiences at the symposium. So that will be this slide.
Yes.
After this slide, Abia, you can take over from this slide on Beijing Plus 20 review. Maybe you can share your experiences and your memories of that, and also the fact that it was very soon after APWWDU was formed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Abia, do you want to add any slides or change anything? Because here's one slide on.
I think the slides are okay, but
Okay.
yeah, I've seen the slides. The slides are okay, but just in the details I can add. So how long I have the time? If you just mention that, then it will be easier for me to add, because if I tell the stories, it will take like hours to include how we manage the side events and everything. But if you just tell me the time duration, so I can make it like little longer.
How long each is good? How long did we discuss originally? 20 minutes? Is 20 minutes enough? Or no, each one person?
Yeah, I think 20 minutes will be good.
Yeah, I think Abia, if you can take 20 minutes and Niju, if you can take 20 minutes, then that gives us plenty of time if anybody has any discussion or questions.
Okay.
I have a question. So 20 minutes means the full hour presentation, not just for one slide. Huh?
Yeah, that's correct.
Right. Yeah.
I think the slide is really just to aid the participants on what we're talking about. But of course, you and Abia can certainly add more.
I see.
Yeah? Unless you want, Hannah was asking, unless you want us to already add something on the slide. But you'd have to tell us what it is as well. But otherwise, you can always just add.
So now talking Mariam?
Yes.
I see. Yeah, confused. Please go on.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're clear, right? This first part, Abia, then these are just some quotes. Abia, you don't have to read all of them. It's just there for participants to see.
Oh, so actually, for like
Yeah, but we can explain what it is. You know? We don't have to.
We'll just tell them what quote it is.
Yeah, that's coming from here. And then from this slide, it's Miju, and still Miju. And then this last slide, Miju was thinking of adding something. But after we're done discussing general comment number 3, then we can go into questions. And we will look to see in the chat if anybody wants to speak, or it's okay, they just want to ask the question in the chat box.
Yes.
And then if you want to respond to those, we'll have a discussion, and then we can wrap up. And it looks short, but since we have more than 50 people joining, we're just trying to give plenty of time for everybody.
I was just thinking,
Okay.
to what responding to what pointed out, that the slides might not be seen by our blind participants. Maybe we should describe a little bit. Yeah. So we're now on slide like this, which has blah 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 before they add.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe after Miju and Abia jump up, we can also discuss how we want to divide up the work, because I wrote that 4 of us should make sure that we're covering both sides, both for people with hearing issues and people with visual disabilities, and both of those categories. But yes, I think it's important that we try to share all of the information aloud, so that anybody who has visual difficulty knows that we're showing on the screen. And then other way around as well, we also need to make sure that we speak clearly, slowly, so that this captioning thing works for those people who have hearing disability.
Okay. We don't have any.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Anything we are not. Okay, so both of you are comfortable with Zoom?
Yes.
Yeah. Captioning system is wonderful. Yeah, great. I have to learn. Yeah, good, very good.
Yeah, right now, I think for the captioning to work, we just need to speak clearly so that it catches it as well.
Yeah, but I think it's good that we keep the card provider because then we'll have the notes and we can adjust
And
it.
then just the point, we're sending the slides before or after to the participant.
We're not sending it. We're just asking them to join and we show it. Yeah, and then we record it and then we can.
Yeah,
Want
because
it?
yeah, I feel like it might still help.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Like, for example,
okay.
with Manny,
Yeah.
has her own, but first song we say we'll save it.
Should we let go of?
PowerPoint.
Yeah. Okay, Abia and Niju, thank you for joining. Thank you for testing. You can leave now if you like. We'll keep working on the technical side.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Bye. Remember to join 20 minutes before.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're saying hello.
Can you see me? No?
I don't think your camera is on, but you can see us.
Not, I can,
How do I do that?
oh,
No, I
Video.
can't.
can you see me?
I'll turn on your video. Just 1 second.
No, I
No,
want
it thinks the host has stopped you. So host,
It's not on.
Yeah, I cannot. I don't know how to working.
yeah, because it's saying the host has to accept that.
Sign. Next to the sign, there's a video sign. And also
I see.
go on top.
Yeah, two lovely guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, I did
Thank you.
Video.
because I had the mic, but I couldn't. Right.
Because it's saying the host has to activate it, then we will be able to join the video.
I think it's wait, I can change the setting now. Allow for panelists to start video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've allowed. Can you try now?
Okay.
Wait.
Ah,
Hmm.
There.
yeah, can you do it?
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Abia.
I'm prettier than
Bye. Always. Okay.
Keep me, Maggie.
All right. So everything works. Hopefully
Okay.
we don't have problems.
All right. I'm going to stop now. I was looking for that.
All right,
Hey.
Rose. Okay, so the internet is not being too terrible. Should we do it here?
Yeah. Hopefully, like tomorrow,
Fingers
internet
crossed.
is, yeah.
It's Wednesday.
That's why we tried 20 minutes earlier so we can just like sort it out, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because there's all of these options in different places, right?
Yeah, wow, it's really,
Mm.
it's really
But I
awesome idea.
feel like,
It's very
more
authoritarian. Like webinar is a lot more authoritarian than meeting.
Yeah.
Allows you to like
And I feel like it's with Zoom as well. Notice how each and everything is like guided. I mean, GoToMeeting doesn't even have that. They just have an intro video and that's it. You can do yourself. No, Zoom is like, no, this is what you do.
Yeah. But I think bottom line, we should perhaps consider having
Yep,
this
I support it.
annual subscription, right? So we will.
Maybe
Oh, but,
don't try to do
I had
come to
this
meetings.
I had this email from a visually disabled person who
Mhm.
said she's more like she says Skype is more like friendly to her.
Friendly.
Skype conference. But I did
Right.
check
Who was
and
it?
Asma. I did check, but Zoom does say it has screen reading
Oh, good.
compatibility, so
Right,
it should
maybe you
be
can
fine.
stay.
I told her, I think it should be fine. It's just she needs to check.
Okay, so
Sometimes maybe
let's
it's that.
let's talk strategy. So should we do this setup? Maybe one more laptop?
Yeah, I'll bring my laptop.
Okay, yes.
I'll bring mine.
Yeah.
I'll definitely bring mine. I'm not wearing the office one.
So should I also consider having mine so that it will be easier? But
Q&A.
yeah, that could be, yeah, because it's just like we need to be, I think, be mindful about our speakers and echo and whatever.
Yes,
Remember?
that's
Because
true.
we can, but when we talk and then someone is like, yeah, so it can be tricky.
So
also
I
because-
feel like we should just mute ourselves if we're not speaking to the webinar, right? So that we also hear each other. Because the difficulty with headphones is that you have to keep removing. So when I want to respond to Sarah, I might not hear her immediately.
I'm thinking that we can also just use these, like, like one computer because we are sitting next to each other anyway, right? And then like the computer can catch and then we'll be like just muted, but the video will just be there easy to review, for example, if they want it.
So my suggestion, if we have it here, remove this. I don't think we need it. Put these two desks together.
We sit closer
Yeah.
together.
So we
Yeah.
just sit closer together.
Yeah.
So
We come here earlier to turn on the AC.
Yes, yes.
I think let's turn on the AC earlier and turn off the fans to minimize
I
any
agree.
sound.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Okay, so that's one point. And then maybe Patricia, you can take care of connectivity issues for APWW.
Like what?
Because I feel like just like Abia right now wrote and said that I can't connect and shared the
And
link
the-
for her
And the
again.
link is
Right.
exactly the same in the previous
Right, right, sure. I mean, like, if they ask, like, they can, we can always provide them any personal, like, any assistance, one-on-one, whenever, like, they ask, and then we just, yeah, like,
Yeah.
So we can both take a look at the emails on our phone anyway. So when somebody.
Well,
Yeah.
if we have
Yeah.
multiple laptops, then someone can just be on the email and not on the webinar, just to
Okay.
keep track of what's going on there.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
that
or
case-
I don't have to share my screen, or, like.
Yeah, only one screen will be sharing
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah.
So I think if I remove this and just listen, I mean I could do
Other
my
things.
thing.
Yeah,
as per
And you
usual.
need access to my email. You can probably use my desktop because I sent out the link. They will probably, if there's connectivity issue, they'll
I
probably
am
just go
keep
back
trying
straight
to
to me.
start connecting with Zoom.
They'll probably reply all.
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that could be, but, yeah, sure, I mean, like,
you can use my desktop there, and then I'll use my laptop to reply to any connectivity.
oh, so I'm not here, I will go, I will.
Oh yeah, sorry. I
Yeah.
thought I had this.
No, we're all
Yeah,
here.
no,
We're all
I was
here.
In that case.
But
Just bring your laptop and open your email.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll take part of it.
Okay, so,
Whoever comes
so,
to me,
if
I'll
you're
take
not,
So Patricia will be sending links to anybody that is lost,
that could be,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But if they
And
go,
then?
I think, sorry, if they go back to you, they come back to you, you take care, they text me for whatever, I'll take care of it, if you, or like, if there's anything that you say, I cannot handle this, can you do it? Right? And we can just.
I think if all four of us are together, we could probably manage.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so who wants to facilitate?
I like your voice.
Yeah, anything, I mean, like.
It would work perfectly with any automatic.
All right. Okay.
I think it's it just seems fancy and it does the automatic thing, but it wouldn't work with accent or when you speak.
Yeah,
Like
because remember when we
low
said
voice.
need you, kept typing need you.
Yeah, so I think it's good to keep the cart provider, and we shared the slides with them as well, so they know the names of people.
Oh yes. That. They should. And also acronym.
Okay, just another thing as well, because Patricia was saying, what if people join from their phones?
What does
So
it
with
look
that
like?
one, you need to download the app. So I think whatever invitation we have, we have to put that. Like if you're joining via your smartphone.
Did you mention that in the
I-
thing that you
I
sent?
did mention they can join via like phone call. Like that's an option. But not, I didn't mention the app.
Okay, I think we should.
Maybe we
Yeah,
can just.
Yeah,
should.
we should. And
Because that's what happened.
maybe
with
you haven't
Patricia.
sent the email to IPWWDU yet, right? Okay, so maybe when you forward it, just edit and add that point that you can download the app.
Right,
And
so,
join via-
right, so aside from the things that you sent, the email, so I will also send another kind of reminder email to WWDU and WWDU. Yeah? And they don't have to register anything or whatever if they haven't, right? Because they just click on the link, right? But because we wanted to.
But if they use the,
participants.
yeah, they need to download the app.
Yes.
So I
so
think
we-
there's no issue if it's laptop or desktop or the phone.
Oh, it's so cool. I can even read the captions on my phone.
So I'm gonna, oh yeah, just try the
Yeah,
landscape.
I'll just do
So
it.
I'm gonna do the WWDU one, and then you will do the all participants, right?
I just
I
sent it
the,
already. So
no, just
I-
add for the application.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
I'll
turned on the audio.
I'll forward and add a note.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you already assign facilitating?
I think Yao said that I should do it.
So, what was that again? So I think aside from the kind of like step-by-step guidance for those who want to join from the phone, maybe if there is any other things that we miss, I don't know. So I'm just like, so that we make sure everything is there in the second email.
Yeah, in the email. I also thought we should kind of help them set expectations that it's not a very participatory process.
Right?
Okay, so maybe then we should clarify that there's almost 60 people and
And the
So-
best way to manage.
and
this.
so we request you to write your comments in the chat box and we will monitor it. And if we have time for discussion, we'll facilitate that. I mean, it does give us the option to make people speakers. And I know that, remember, Sightsavers wrote that they're asking some activists to join as well. So maybe they'll have some interesting things to share. So if we have time, we can always just upgrade them to panelists. But we can make it clear that since it's probably 60 people who have shown interest, we're limiting the conversation and video sharing to the panelists.
But that there will be space to sort of like share who you are, etc. But we
But
also
60
wouldn't know,
people.
we wouldn't be able to do introductions.
I think like,
Just panelists.
yeah, I think the introduction, we just do it. Like, hey, we have like around 60 people from these countries, many of them new, things like that, and we do it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we can do a general.
Just like kind of general statistical what we have.
All the way from New Zealand.
Yeah, there, things like that. And then also maybe like the type of abilities that they have, like we have,
Usually
something very,
Okay, I'm stopping the YouTube stream.